marshmallow pumpkin spice overnight oats. And I'm meal prepping 5 mason jars. Of course, you can meal prep however many you like. I have chosen to do 5. And I'm using the same base recipe that Nicole Burgess uses for a lot of her overnight oats. So we're going to go ahead and start off with taking the lids off of our jars. And you want to make sure that you have a kitchen scale for this because there's going to be like a lot of measuring. And so anyway, so since we are doing pretty much the same base, we're doing 40 grams of oats, just some quick oats. I like what is it? Mom's Best overnight oats. It's 140 calories for a serving, which actually a serving is 40 grams. So I'm measuring that out for each of my jars. It's actually kind of funny because the inspiration for making this recipe came from a body spray my daughter had gotten me a couple of years ago from Bath and Body Works. It's the Marshmallow Pumpkin body spray, and it is so good. And she got it for me like 2 years ago, and I think like I just only used it during the fall time. And when I went to use it this one day, and I was like, marshmallow pumpkin, I was like, wow. I think I could probably turn that into an overnight oats. So that's where the inspiration came from. So from Bath and Body Works and my daughter. So anyway, moving on, we are doing 4 grams of the chia seeds. So just measuring that into each of my jars. Next, we're going in with 15 grams of a 0-calorie sweetener, and I happen to have the Lakanto monk fruit. Now, I know Lakanto can be a bit pricey. I don't know if that's something that you can get on Amazon any cheaper or not, but I do know that Walmart does carry a monk fruit in the raw, and it's a little bit cheaper, and you do get a pretty big bag. But anyway, just make sure it's 0 calorie. Next, we're going in with some protein powder, and this is the Rise Jet Puffed Marshmallow Protein Powder. Y'all, this is such a good protein. It's got like such a good marshmallow flavor. And as you could see when I was showing it to you, it's got the happy little marshmallows and rainbows and everything on it. And if you heard me talk in one of my vlogs before, the first time I had ever gotten this protein powder, Charlotte, she saw these happy little marshmallows and she's like, oh my God, it's so cute. And she's like, well, we have to get it. And so I was like, okay. And so I actually put a little bit of the marshmallow protein powder in her chocolate milk. So we were making, chocolate marshmallow, chocolate milks in the morning, and just to get like a little bit more protein in, and she enjoyed it. So, but that didn't last too long. So I ended up having to use the rest of this jug, and I ended up making like these banana marshmallow protein drinks, and blended it up with some ice. And surprisingly, that was actually really good. So anyway, if you are like me, that you love the marshmallow flavor, but not so much the marshmallow. Maybe it's like a texture thing. I don't know what it is. Then go with this powder, this protein powder. It's really good. I'm telling you, it really hits on the marshmallow flavor, and it does not leave a chalky protein powder taste. I don't think it does anyway. I do like marshmallows as long as they're roasted, right? Like we're hanging out, it's a campfire, this time of year, and we're roasting marshmallows. That is the only time I can actually have a real marshmallow is when we're doing that. Other than that, I like the flavor, not so much the marshmallow, if that makes any sense. But anyway, so it was 14 grams of that protein powder, in case I didn't say it. And now we're moving on to the Jello pudding pack, and we're using 7 grams for each of those jars. So I wasn't really sure which pudding mix that I wanted to use, whether I wanted to use this one or maybe a white chocolate or something like that. But the vanilla turned out really good. I enjoyed this one. And let me tell you, these overnight oats are so filling. Like I would eat these in the morning for breakfast, and I wouldn't need lunch until I'm talking like 3 o'clock, and I was good. I actually saved some of these for TJ. He really enjoyed it, and he's like, man, I am stuffed. So, if you want a filling overnight oat, this is it. And honestly, this is only coming in at 327 calories, 26 grams of protein, 5 fat, and 37 carbs. It's actually not that bad. But anyway, so I'm just gonna continue moving on with the Jello pudding mix. And yeah, and then I'll show you the next ingredient. And what I'm about to show you is that I do use the cheesecake Jello pudding mix for the last two because I ran out of the vanilla. So, and that still turned out really good. All right, so next up, we are going in with 20 grams of pumpkin puree. And did you happen to know that pumpkin is actually pretty good for your immune system? It can protect your eyesight, lower your risk of certain cancers, promote heart and skin health. I actually did not know that. So, also supports digestive health, regulate blood sugar, reduce the risk of heart disease. That's always good. And it's also got a good amount of fiber. So, um, yeah, we're gonna add the pumpkin. Sounds like a good idea. So next we're going in with 113 grams of the pumpkin pie yogurt, and it is the Dannon Light and Fit pumpkin pie yogurt. Y'all, these are just so good. I like these yogurts a lot. It is 80 calories, 20 grams of protein, and I used a few of these. So if you're going to be making 5 of them, grab like, 3 or 4 of these little containers. I think that's about how many I used. So yeah, 113 grams of the yogurt. So I'm not sure if I had shown you in the video or not because I'm not always looking at the screen when I am talking to you, but I do add in 4 ounces or a half a cup of almond milk. I use the unsweetened vanilla almond milk, and you just want to go ahead and add that in before you stir it or shake it and stick it in your refrigerator. And also, the morning of I go to have this, I just take 1 sheet of graham cracker and I just kind of break it up. Of course, you're not breaking up into a fine powder. You just want to break it up into little pieces and then stir that in there. It adds nice flavor, a little bit of a crunch. It tastes, I'm sorry, that is my phone. It does add a really good flavor. And so the graham cracker is just kind of like the pie crust, if you know what I mean. So anyway, I hope that you try this and I hope that you enjoy it. Comment down below if you plan on making this. So at this point, I like to take a spoon and just give these all a really good stir because sometimes those chia seeds can just sit at the bottom. And if you don't mix it up very well, sometimes they can clump up. And then like the next day when you go to eat them, it's just like a big clump of chia seeds. And I'm not exactly for that. So I like to stir it up and then shake it up violently until I feel like it is completely mixed. Y'all, I want to thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the little bell so that the next time I upload a new video, you'll be the first to find out. Comment down below if you do plan on making these overnight oats. It is the Marshmallow Pumpkin Spice Overnight Oats. I'm telling y'all, these are so good. You will not regret it. All right, y'all, that is it for today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye.